Hello. This podcast is going to show you how to back up your computer using an external hard drive and Time Machine. All right, the first thing you want to do is insert your external hard drive. Mine's already in there. You can see it over here on my desktop. Just recognize that icon as an external hard drive. All right, now what we want to do is open up System Preferences and then click on our Time Machine preference. Now from here, what we need to do is select our backup disk. So we're going to click the button that says Select Backup Disk. And you get different choices. Notice that the first one is our external hard drive, same name, Untitled 1. So we're going to click Use Disk. Now, if you're at home, you might not see OES Time Capsule. So don't worry about that. You just want to make sure that you see your external hard drive, and then click Use Disk. Now, before we go any further, if the drive that you're using has been used on a Windows machine and has data on it, whether it be pictures, music, whatever, make sure you've moved that from the drive to another computer, someplace safe. Because what OS X needs to do is it needs to erase and repartition this external hard drive so that it'll work with Time Machine. And once we click the erase button, anything that's on there is going to be gone. So make sure you've taken the appropriate steps to preserve anything that you need that was on that disk. Once you've done that, click Erase. And it's going to go ahead and erase and partition it. Depending on the size of the drive will dictate how long this takes. Typically, it shouldn't take more than 10 or 15 seconds. All right, we're done. It's renamed it already, and if you see right here, it's selected the disk. Everything's good. Now, one thing we need to do is tell Time Machine what we want to back up, because by default, Time Machine is going to try to back up your entire computer. And you don't need to back up your entire computer. You just need to back up your files. So anything that you've installed, any applications, any programs that you've purchased, this backup isn't going to back those up. So you want to make sure that you have whether it be the CDs, download files, or just access to those download files so that you can reinstall it later on if for some reason you have a problem with your computer and we need to wipe out the drive. Alright, so to select what we want to back up, we're going to click Options. And we're going to click the plus sign, because what we're doing now is we're telling it what we do not want to back up. Okay, and up here you want to make sure this says Macintosh hard drive. If it doesn't, click the drop down until it says Macintosh hard drive. And what you want to do is you want to select everything. And what I'm doing is I'm holding down the Command key and clicking on each file and folder. Now yours probably won't have as many. You'll probably have applications, library, system, and users. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click Exclude. And I'm going to exclude all system files because we don't want to back up any of those. Now I'm going to go ahead again and click the plus sign because we didn't touch this users folder. I want to open that users folder because in there's going to be multiple folders. Obviously yours has the house next to it. That's the one that we do not want to exclude. But everything else in there you want to exclude. You're going to see maybe test 1, test 2, some kids that might have logged into your computer, other users that have logged into your computer or set up for your computer. They're going to be there and we don't need to back those up. So we're going to go ahead and exclude those, and notice that I only have one that's not selected, and that's the user that I'm using right now. So we'll click Exclude, and that's it. I click Save. Time Machine is configured. I'm not going to have to do this again unless I have a problem with my drive or I get a new drive. Now there's a countdown. It'll start up, it'll back up automatically in about a minute and a half. If I want to, I can go here and click back up now if I can't wait a minute and a half. Time Machine is turned on, so what'll happen is whenever I put in my external hard drive, Time Machine will recognize that and automatically start backing up my files. The way Time Machine works is initially it'll back up all your files, and each time it'll look to see what's changed, what's new, what's been removed, and just record the changes. So the first time you back up will take a while, so you might want to set it up, let it sit for half an hour, and then come back. To tell if it's working, I'm going to go ahead and start a backup now. This icon up here will be swirling. When it stops swirling, it means your backup has been completed and you can go ahead and eject your external hard drive. I'll go ahead and stop that now because we're not going to actually go through a whole backup. That's basically it. I would suggest you back up once a week. If you do it once a week, then each backup you do won't take more than 5 minutes. The longer you wait in between backups, the longer it's going to take for the backup process to happen. So I hope this helps.